Hey everybody, I'm Adrienne and this is Awaken Through Rest, an online restorative yoga studio. Today we're going to be working on 3 variations of Bharadvajasana, which is a seated spinal twist. Twists are great for maintaining the health and mobility of the spine, obviously, but then also you're lengthening and toning the back muscles, and also it helps to reduce stagnation in the organic body when we're moving to right and left intentionally and safely. So from here, we're going to start in a chair variation. You're going to need a chair, a bolster, and a blanket to do all 3 variations of this pose. So starting with the chair variation, feet are hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart as well, hands onto the thighs. So with twists, the most important thing is to maintain the length of the spine as you create the rotation. So inhale, find the length, move the shoulder blades onto the back to lift the sternum. And then exhale, rotate towards the left. So you're going to hold on to the back of the chair, and as this right hip wants to come forward and this right knee wants to come forward, it doesn't have to be completely neutral, but just work to gently pin it back. So inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. You're drawing the ribs in, and as you move the shoulder blades onto the back to lift the sternum, find that rotation just a little bit more. Your gaze will follow your chest. So in other words, there's no need to crank the neck back necessarily. Just find a soft, natural gaze and breathe. And when you're ready to come out, inhale, lift again, and then exhale, unwind completely. So step 2, version 2 here, you're going to need the bolster and the blanket, okay? So you're going to place the left hip onto the bolster, okay? Left buttocks onto the bolster, and the knees are coming off of the bolster. The top of my right foot is nestled into the arch of my left foot, okay? And then I like to place a blanket in between the legs here just for additional softness and support, since we're generally in a restorative yoga sequence. So this could be at the beginning or the end of the sequence, depending on what your goals are for the day, and we'll talk about that in a second. So from here, same thing, inhale, lift, exhale, rotate towards the chair, okay? So as you hold onto the chair, you're creating those same actions, drawing the front ribs in, moving the shoulder blades onto the back to lift the sternum, inhaling for length, and exhaling for twist. Soft, easy gaze. Good, and then inhale, and exhale, unwind completely. So for variation 3, we're going to get rid of the chair. You're going to grab a block, okay? And you're going to place the block to the left of your hip. So from here, I like to get rid of the blanket so I can take the hand to the knee, get some nice traction here. Left hand is onto the block. So again, same thing. Inhale, lift. And exhale, rotate. So you're using this right hand as leverage to help you rotate around, which helps to deepen the stretch here as we're progressively moving forward in the pose. And same thing, move the shoulder blades onto the back to lift the sternum. Draw the front ribs in. Inhale to lift. And exhale to rotate. Inhale last time. And exhale, unwind completely. So twist, this is a little bit more of an active pose, right? So if you are doing a restorative yoga sequence at home or with your students, you can do these sort of more supported twists in the beginning of a restorative sequence, because people are generally coming in, they're kind of achy and stiff and cold, right? So if you do twists in the beginning to help warm the body, then when you start to move into more passive restorative poses, it can feel a little bit easier, right, to make that transition. Now, if you're doing twists at the end of a restorative yoga sequence, which is kind of cool too, because say you're doing this sequence in the morning, you're doing a restorative class in the morning, then you can end with some twists in order to help yourself or help people get moving for the day, since twists are generally a little more warming and a little more energizing in that respect. So anyway, play around with it, see what you like. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have somebody you know who could benefit from this practice, I hope you will share our community and invite them to be a part of this community. And stay tuned for more videos at awakenthroughrest.com.